It's J.K. Rowling, yes, J.K. Rowling. She used to be a genius, and now she's insane. She has become a ditz, she's gone and lost her wits. It's J.K. Rowling, ling, 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 ling. Hagrid was never a giant, everybody else was just dwarfs.
Hello and welcome to Zeitgeist. I am Skeletor, and today I am counting down my top 5 dumbest J.K. Rowling Potter changes. As we all know, ever since she got a Twitter, she decided to go a little bit crazy, and I'm counting off more so the dumbest ones that just irked me. Obviously, these are all my opinion, but feel free to leave your butt hurt in the comments anyways. They start off innocent enough and just get progressively worse. But without further ado, let's launch into it. Number 5. The T at the end of Voldemort is silent. Okay, it's harmless enough, but the fact that it is never referenced, ever, including any of the movies, just kind of leaves it as a kind of a head-scratcher moment. Why is it silent? Why should we care? Why does it matter? Even she doesn't know, claiming she's probably the only one that pronounces it that way. Anyhow, starting small, baby. Small and stupid. Number 4. Nagini was a woman at some point. We're all familiar with Voldemort's pet snake, Nagini, who was also a Horcrux. Due to the expanded lore of the Fantastic Beasts films, we find out that she was a person that had a rare blood disease that would cause her to transform back and forth between a human woman and a snake. At some point, that person would be stuck that way. So Nagini was a human. It doesn't really make any sense, but again, a harmless if not stupid addition. Number 3. Hermione's race, color, creed, etc. is never specified. Now, this one came along when the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child play started going and a black actress was cast as Hermione, which, obviously, nothing wrong with that. If she could do the job, who the hell cares? But that wasn't the issue I took with this. I don't care if Hermione's black or Mexican or Arabic. I don't care. It's the fact that J.K. Rowling, after receiving a little bit of backlash, acted like this was her master plan all along. Like, oh, you didn't know Hermione was black? Yeah, I never specified that. It was always the intention. She was so obviously trying to play to a demographic and race bait. But there's a couple clues throughout the course of the books. We get very descriptive details of Hermione. One is that she was glowing pink while she was blushing, and another thing that she had a shining purple black eye. I'm not saying black people can't get black eyes or blush, obviously, but that plays into more of a belief of her being white. Which again, the race wouldn't be a big deal if J.K. Rowling didn't act like some kind of matriarch. Like, look, black people, I have one of you in this. Yeah, did you forget you already had popular black characters? Why didn't we just expand on somebody like Dean Thomas, who I found very interesting? I like that he went out with Ginny. I like that he played Quidditch. But speaking of Dean Thomas, it brings me for my final point on this one. There was a picture on Rowling's official website in 2004 that was a demo drawing for the Midnight Duel chapter of the Source of Philosopher's Stone, whatever the hell you want to call it. In it, we see Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Gary, who would later be Dean Thomas. And there is a clear differential between Hermione, Ron, and Harry being white and Gary or Dean being black. Again, nothing wrong with it, but don't act like this was your intention from the beginning because you just come off as desperate to please a demographic. Number 2. Oh, that's such an accurate placement for this one. Apparently, wizards used to just crap themselves. No, I'm not making that up. No, that's not an exaggeration. Wizards just used to soil themselves because they didn't trust Muggle toilets, and the discovery of plumbing in Hogwarts would have led to the discovery of the Chamber of Secrets. So wizards used to just relieve themselves wherever they stood and wipe it away with magic. That's stupid. There's no defense that's, sometimes authors just keep that tidbit to yourself. What is that adding to the lore? All that's having is me envisioning somebody powerful like Dumbledore or Snape just standing there and going, and crapping themselves and then wiping it away. Another question that begs, that's gotta be advanced charms or something, right? So what did a younger student do if they crap themselves? Did they find an older student to magic the crap away? So many questions that are better left unanswered, and even better yet, never asked. Which leads me into my final point. Number 1. Dumbledore and Grindelwald had intense gay sex. Even the people in the background are laughing. This is stupid for a very, very big number of reasons. Now, I'm not saying a gay character is a bad thing. If your character is gay, cool. Doesn't matter. Now, shoehorning that in because you want to please the SJW age of appealing to the media, stupid. So the initial reveal was somewhere after the Deathly Hallows. It was revealed that Dumbledore was gay. And most people were more just confused. Nobody was really, well, there was a couple of people criticizing it, but nobody was on that criticism for that. It was more of a why, which to her response was, I've always seen him that way. Okay, but there's no evidence pointing to that whatsoever. Well, he never had a partner. He was never in a relationship. Neither was McGonagall. Is she a lesbian? Neither was Flitwick. Is he gay? It begs so many of these questions. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm skinny. I have no proof to back it up, and it's obviously not true, but, that's how I always imagined myself, so there must be some sense to that. But more recently, she's been catching fire because she described Grindelwald and Dumbledore as a gay couple that had an intense sexual relationship, which she didn't like to focus on. But you can bet that's what made the headlines. Now, here's my issue with this for quite a number of things. One, just because you say a character is gay doesn't mean you're actually representing the LGBT community. You could say something, but that doesn't equal representation. For another thing, after that head scratcher of saying that Dumbledore was gay, she had a chance to write that and maybe even portray him as something in the new Fantastic Beasts movie. They had a young Dumbledore and a young Grindelwald in that movie. Okay, if he was gay, show us some evidence there, especially since that was his partner. I'm not saying anything graphic, but something to symbolize that this character actually was what you say he was. And instead, we got that point relegated to DVD commentary. So not only are you not representing, not only are you leaving no evidence, you are going ass backwards trying to desperately prove something to yourself that caught backlash. And that's all this was. There's no representation. There's no proof. There's no righting any kind of wrong. She's chasing her tail in circles, praying and hoping that somebody is accepting her stupid little plot points that she feels like she needs to shoehorn. There was a bill that didn't allow gay characters in Wales, but that was repealed in 2003 when she still had a couple of books to go. There was also a trilogy, I think it was the Dark Angel trilogy, or it might not even been that, but it was called Dark Angel, and it had a few books, and it came out around the same time as the first Harry Potter, and it featured 2 gay angels. If you're going to do something, do it. Don't shoehorn it in there later and act like that was your master plan. And that's it for me. That is my top 5 dumbest J.K. Rowling Potter changes. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I maybe miss a fact? Of course, obviously, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm perfect and I had all my information down pat. What do you think? What do you think are some of the dumbest ones that I may have missed? Please leave it in the comments below. And as always, let me cast a spell to make you hit that damn subscribe button and maybe even that stupid little bell. For next time, I'm Skeletor. And I really don't care for J.K. Rowling.
Hey, she just tweeted out a new one. Turns out Voldemort could eat his own ass.